How's it going, guys, and welcome to a video I've been wanting to do for a very long time. We're going to be doing a video on the Rhodesian Ridgeback and hopefully give you guys a little bit of advice if you're interested in getting one. So I've got with me my Rhodesian Ridgeback Ragley, who is going to help us with our demonstrations. We're going to go through how aggressive they are, how they can't be trusted near livestock, especially animals like lambs, cows, and just general other livestock. We're also going to be talking about how they can't be trusted near children and how they've massively got a mind of their own. They are not obedient, they will not walk beside you, and how you can't just leave food lying about because they will just eat it. Now obviously I'm taking the mick a little bit, but I just wanted to prove a bit of a point. Now I'm not saying all Ridgebacks will be like this, but it does massively depend on how you bring them up. And if you're a owner who is responsible, which by watching this video makes me think that you probably are, then you should be able to get a well balanced dog like Ragley. For example, now he's just, you know, chilling and enjoying himself, and I can pull on his ear and he's not going to bite me, or pull on his paws and he's not going to bite me. Smoosh. Smush face. So me and Ragley are going to go out, take you guys with us, and we're going to talk through some other facts. So guys, I'm not trying to say that Ragley is the perfect dog or that I'm the perfect owner, because we are both far from those things. However, I think that Ragley is a great example of a dog that doesn't sort of meet a lot of the negative stereotypes that these dogs meet. It is very fortunate that I live on a farm, so he does, you know, get to go around a lot of animals and has done ever since he was young. In fact, when he was young, he did used to chase sheep and stuff. But with persistence and resilience and continuing to take him around sheep and lambs and other sorts of animals, he's now absolutely sound with them. And I think that's all it comes down to. The same with pretty much any dog. If you consistently try and teach them the right thing, then they will eventually learn and be very good all-rounded dogs. So again, it's the whole, put a lot of effort into them and you can have a great dog. So obviously a big question to ask is, will a Ridgeback fit into your life and your lifestyle? The Ridgeback isn't quite as sort of go as people think. It is a very athletic breed. However, it's not necessarily wanting to go all the time. I know Ragley is pretty happy with like an hour, maybe a couple hours walk a day, and the rest he'll just sort of sleep, to be honest with you. He does like to sleep a lot. That being said, where I live, he will literally just go outside for a wee and be let outside for however long and just roam about. So if you have got a bit of space, that is an ideal thing for them. But if you've got the time to take them out for a good couple hours walk, then even if you don't have that much space, you could still get away with having a Ridgeback. When looking for a Ridgeback, if you decide you're going to buy one and you go to check out the parents and all that sort of stuff, and I cannot stress this enough, please ensure that the parents are of good health. You want to be looking for things like hip scores. Ragley had his hip score done, he actually came out as 0, and that's like the best score you can get pretty much. They'll basically do an x-ray of the dog, as you can see, like a little picture here, and this will determine what their hip score is. If the dog has a bad hip score, it's more likely to get hip dysplasia, which is a common problem with Ridgebacks. So please, if you're looking for one, look for a responsible breeder. Do not fund like bad breeders with dogs that have terrible, obviously, outcomes, dogs that have unfortunate health issues and things like that. Make sure you do find someone who is responsible in the way that they breed. That being said, if you can find one for adoption, that's also a great route to take. You'll find a lot of Ridgebacks crossed with other dogs like border collies, Labradors, dogs like that, that have been put up for adoption, unfortunately. Ragley is not a greedy dog by any means. In fact, I always leave his bowl full of dog food because he will eat if he's hungry, and if he's not, he won't. That being said, if you can get hold of a bit of your extra leftover dinner, or if you leave it on the side and it's been there for quite a while, there is a high possibility that he will just fancy his luck and try and eat some of it. So that is, you know, food wise, he doesn't go through a ton of food. That being said, he isn't quite as big as some of the other male Ridgebacks. Oh, hello, you're very close. So if you are deadly serious about getting a Ridgeback, make sure you check out some other bits of information like you have done watching this video, but books are a fantastic way. Ridgeback books are a fantastic way to learn about the breed and learn about traits and stuff. Also, there is so much stuff online if you just search it in on Google for you to learn a little bit more about these incredible dogs. So guys, I didn't just do you a general statistic video. I didn't just tell you things like the average lifespan's 11, or what the average weight for one is, or the average speed of a Ridgeback, or anything just daft like that. And that's mainly because of the fact that you can just Google that stuff and find out. I wanted to give you like a first-hand sort of reviewish type thing of the Ridgeback. Another thing I've just realised that I forgot to mention to you guys earlier is over here, that's Ragley's little sister, and as you can tell, he's completely fine with his little sister. In fact, they play and chase each other about. But yeah, I'm not giving you just like a basic statistic driven video. What I really want to try and get into you guys and talk to you guys and tell you about is just like how good of a dog these really are. Honestly, if you think you can cope with all that comes with a Ridgeback, and you think you've got the time and the effort to put into making such a good dog, or like making a dog as good as possibly can be, then like you could go a lot worse than to get a Ridgeback. So the real point I wanted to drive home to you guys that wasn't statistic related and stuff is just how great these dogs are. Honestly, the bond that I've got with Ragley is unreal, and I cherish it so much, and like he's my boy. Like he means a lot to me. It's a great dog, and I really think more people should have this sort of bond with their dogs, and that's what I want people to have. And I think a big part of it is the fact that these dogs, or Ridgebacks in particular, are very much, they will just do whatever they sort of want to do, and they can quite often sort of think twice about listening to you, and I think that just makes it so much more fun. Like, you're always guessing with this dog. It isn't just straight, it isn't just that's how it is. There's always a little bit more to it, and it just keeps you on your toes, and it's just so fun. If you watch any of my other videos, the vlogs and stuff that I make, if I go outside, he will always be like within a decent distance from me. He will follow me around. If I go up to the far field and do a bit of recording and come back down, he'll have walked up with me and come back. Sometimes I might not even notice that he's there, but he will always be about, and he will follow me around. When I'm in the house, he'll come upstairs and try and get into my room, and when I'm sat on the sofa, he'll come over and try and get on because he still thinks he's about yay big. Like, just the bond that I have with this dog is something that I want everybody to have with their dog. And I think if you do want a dog with real character, then you could go far worse than getting a Ridgeback, couldn't they? So if you guys have any more questions, please leave me some comments down in the comment section below, and I will get back to you. Whether it's anything, questions you're looking at getting a Ridgeback, or you've got a Ridgeback, or whatever. I'm not the expert, but I'll try my best to reply to your comments with the best information I know how. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've hopefully helped you. That is grim. I hope I've helped you in what to look for and give you a little bit more advice, and hopefully you're a bit wiser on your decisions. Make sure that you that's evil. Yeah, so make sure you are, what have you been eating? Yeah, make sure you do some more research. You've done a great thing obviously by watching this video. Hopefully like I say, I've helped you a little bit, but make sure you do some more research, perhaps have a look at a few books and some online articles, and yeah, you can't go far wrong as long as you're deadly serious about having a Rhodesian Ridgeback. I don't see why not. I hope you managed to find one that brings you as much joy as Rags brought me. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I shall hopefully see you in another one.